Ladies and gentlemen, imagine this. You've worked for 40 years, paid your dues, and now it's time to finally rest, travel, spend time with family, and enjoy the golden years. But here's the big question. Will your pension actually let you live the life you dream of? Or will it barely cover the basics? Tonight, we're not just talking about numbers and percentages. We're talking about security, dignity, and freedom. And we'll do it by comparing two of Europe's most fascinating pension stories, Germany and Spain. Let's dive in. Pensions are like a mirror of society. They show us how much a country values its workers, its seniors, and its future. Germany and Spain both rely heavily on pay-as-you-go systems, where today's workers pay for today's retirees. On the surface, they look similar, but when you dig deeper, you find huge differences. One is admired for its long-term reforms and stability. The other is praised for its generosity, but faces real struggles with sustainability. And understanding these differences can give us insight into our own retirement futures. Let's start with Germany. The German pension system is like a sturdy Mercedes, built carefully, strong in design, and meant to last. Workers and employers split contributions almost evenly, with each side paying into the system. The retirement age is rising steadily towards 67, which may not sound exciting, but it's a critical step in making the system sustainable. Add to this the encouragement of private and occupational pensions, and Germany has built a structure that balances present needs with future realities. Stability is the name of the game. Spain, on the other hand, has a system that many retirees love. It's generous, it provides relatively high benefits, and it has done a great job in protecting seniors from poverty. That's a powerful achievement. But there's a catch. Spain's system is heavily dependent on its workforce, and when unemployment is high or demographics shift, the pressure on pensions grows. Imagine a family with fewer children supporting more grandparents. That's the situation Spain faces. The benefits today are strong, but the question is, can it keep going tomorrow? When you compare these two countries side by side, you can see the difference in approach. Germany focuses on sustainability, raising retirement ages, spreading responsibility with private savings, and ensuring contributions are balanced. Spain focuses on adequacy, making sure retirees today are comfortable, even if that means future adjustments may be needed. Both strategies come with trade-offs, and both raise questions. Do you want stability for the future or generosity today? That's the heart of the pension debate between Germany and Spain. Let's talk numbers for a moment. In Germany, contributions are about 18.6% of gross wages, split equally between employer and employee. In Spain, the rate is much higher, around 28%, with the employer carrying the bigger load. That sounds heavy, but it also funds the higher benefits Spanish retirees currently enjoy. The problem is demographics. Spain's population is aging quickly, and without enough young workers contributing, that high contribution rate may not be enough to keep the system afloat. Germany, with its reforms, is better positioned long-term. Now here's where it gets really engaging. Let's imagine two people, Hans from Munich and Maria from Madrid. Both worked hard, both paid into their systems, and both are retiring today. Hans will likely see steady, stable benefits, but perhaps not as high compared to his last salary. Maria may enjoy a more generous benefit, closer to her working income. But if you fast forward 20 years, Hans's system looks more secure, while Maria's could face cuts or reforms. This story shows us the tension between short-term comfort and long-term stability. Audience, let me ask you, what do you value more? Do you want to retire with higher benefits right now, knowing the future may bring uncertainty? Or would you accept slightly less today for peace of mind tomorrow? This is not just a policy question, it's a personal one. Germany and Spain answer it differently, and both answers tell us a lot about national priorities. Which system speaks more to your values? That's the kind of question that makes pensions not just about money, but about society's soul. One of the reasons Germany's system is admired is its strong private and occupational pension pillars. These encourage individuals and companies to prepare beyond the public pension. It's like building a safety net under the safety net. Spain, meanwhile, relies almost entirely on its public system, leaving less room for private or occupational supplements. This difference matters. In Germany, the responsibility is shared between state, employer, and individual. In Spain, the state carries the bigger burden. That makes Spain's system more generous, but also more fragile. Let's not forget the human side of this. Retirees are not just numbers. They are our parents, grandparents, neighbors, and friends. Germany's system sometimes feels stricter, but it aims to guarantee that future retirees won't be left stranded. Spain's system feels warmer, providing strong benefits now, but it risks asking future generations to pay the bill. Both countries are trying to balance compassion with caution, but in different ways. And for the people living under these systems, the impact is deeply personal and emotional. Another key factor is demographics. Germany has acted early to prepare for an aging population, gradually raising retirement ages and promoting immigration to support the workforce. Spain, meanwhile, is still catching up in this race. The ratio of workers to retirees is shrinking, and unless something changes, like higher employment rates, more immigration, or better incentives to work longer, the financial weight could become too heavy. This is where Germany's slower, steadier reforms show their long-term advantage over Spain's more immediate generosity. Of course, no system is perfect. Germany's pensions can feel modest compared to salaries, and many retirees depend on supplementary savings to live comfortably. Spain's pensions, while generous, sometimes discourage private saving because people assume the public system will take care of them. So in a way, each system creates its own cultural mindset about retirement. Germans prepare more individually, while Spaniards rely more on the state. Both approaches shape how people think about money, work, and aging in very different ways. So, which system is better? If you ask a German worker, they may say, "Our system feels tough, but it's built to last." If you ask a Spanish retiree, they may smile and say, "We live well thanks to our pensions." But ask a Spanish policymaker, and they might frown, worried about sustainability. The truth is, Germany's system is better prepared for the future, while Spain's is more generous in the present. It's not just about numbers, it's about philosophy, timing, and priorities. So, ladies and gentlemen, here's the takeaway. Pensions are not just about finances. They are about fairness between generations, about trust in the system, and about how we want to live our final decades. Germany shows us the power of planning and stability. Spain shows us the beauty of generosity and care. Both teach us valuable lessons. As we move forward in our own lives, the real question isn't just which system is better. It's how we as societies can create pensions that give both security and dignity. Thank you.